morning long, Jen. I'm glad that you've stayed safe out there as well, but it just gives you some perspective too. You can see how quickly it's moving behind her as well too as the storm surge comes in. So not only is there standing water there, but the water itself seems to be moving pretty fast too. Just a dangerous situation out on the roadways. Doesn't take much to move you or your car. All right, our Neil Fisher has been monitoring Sarasota. Let's get back to him this morning. Again, things have calmed down a bit there, but storm surge, again, the story there. We also saw some boats have some issues earlier this morning. You're there by the marina, Neil. What are you seeing?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, absolutely damage and destruction right now is what we're seeing. The waves continuing to batter boats. This boat and this yacht completely destroyed by these waves and this wind. This was not the case 4 hours ago. All the boats were relatively fine that were in Marina Jack here in Sarasota, but that's not the case now. As you can see now, the waves continue to roll in. They continue to batter this yacht that is just completely destroyed. Things have been thrown all over the place from this boat. And the other boat that we were mentioning earlier from Selby Gardens is now completely destroyed. The part that officials and people here earlier at Marina Jack tied up, that's still left over, but the base of the boat has actually been moved completely into a separate area. We also know that there is a sailboat next to North Gulfstream Avenue, which has broken apart. But again, this yacht completely tells a story of how damaging these winds and these waves have been here in Marina Jack in downtown Sarasota. As you can see, the boat is just completely inundated with water. It is basically completely underwater. Some of the cushions from inside are completely tossed around. The waves continue to crash on it as well. It's still tied up, still holding it up, basically. But again, this is the scene here at Marina Jack. Two boats that are completely destroyed in Marina Jack, as well as the sailboat over on North Gulfstream Avenue that is right next to the street, which broke away. Officials and police tell us that multiple boats have sank and that there are some that have broken away. This is the scene, though, in Sarasota. This is what those damaging winds, what those high waves and tide can really do. I was talking to somebody here earlier checking on a boat, and he said this is the highest he's ever seen it. He said that you used to have to walk down the walkway to get to the boats here on what's considered the H dock, but now you actually have to walk level, or you have to walk a little uphill to get to the dock. That's how elevated these docks are here at Marina Jack in downtown Sarasota, really just putting into picture how damaging this storm and the effects can have. So we'll continue to update you, continue to monitor this as we go throughout the afternoon. It does not appear that any of the other boats have been severely damaged. We'll continue to check the area, but this is just astonishing. So as of now, we have seen and reported on at least 3 boats that have either broken away and or completely basically sunk. Guys?
Neil, the word you used right there that grabbed our attention, astonishing, right? So you've been reporting all night long, throughout the morning as well. In the darkness, you can't really assess the situation, but now that it's daylight, the sun kind of unveiling how widespread this situation is stretching across the Bay Area and beyond.
Right, and we saw earlier that boat crashing into another boat that came from Selby Gardens, which is about a half a mile away. It broke free and crashed into another yacht here at Marina Jack. We were told that there was a hole in the side of that boat. Now we know that that boat is basically sunk. And I don't know if you guys can hear me. The winds are really strong, really powerful right now as well. And so are the waves. So are the waves. And they just keep on coming. They really do. They keep coming. But as you can see, that's what's left of the boat that came from Selby Gardens, which is about a half a mile away, which is, it is astonishing, for lack of a better words. But this yacht right here, we did not see this earlier this morning around 4 o'clock when we were out here. This is completely new, completely fresh of some of the damage that is being found and being reported. It truly is sad and tragic how damaging these storms can be.
All right, Neil, thank you so much for that update there in Sarasota, giving you so much perspective this morning as that daylight is showing us the destruction of this storm. Again, want to remind you, if you're just waking up with us this morning, it did make landfall, Hurricane Idalia, as a Cat 3 at 7:45 this morning in Keaton Beach with 125-mile-per-hour winds. At the time, you're seeing the destruction that it left in its path